Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Biafran Golden Child. Thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow Biafrans. I welcome you to the Biafra Superstar Media, and I welcome you once again, to this opportunity to, comment and dissect and discuss issues concerning our, Biafra land. Yes, United States of Biafra, has been redeclared and is now a sovereign United States of Biafra, comprising 40 states. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to tell you that, it's going to be a situation of, you know, forward ever and backward never. We are moving at a pace. We are moving. Yes, attempts were made to dislodge us. Yes, there were several attempts to dislodge us and to, you know, uh, scramble, if not completely destroy the movement, if not completely derail the movement of the successful redeclaration of the United States of Biafra. But hey, come on, we're happy. The movement was not derailed. We were not, scampered away, even though the attempts were very, very glaring. The attempts were very, very serious. The attempts were very, very, you know, highly, uh, uh, high and mighty. But of course, we have survived it. We are still on it. Yes, several attempts were made, you know, to frustrate the redeclaration of the sovereign United States of Biafra. Yes, our able prime minister was arrested. Yes, all of a sudden, during the convention in Finland, he was arrested, and they said they were interrogating him and some of his allies. You know, the Finnish authorities arrested him, and it became a very massive confusion for the Biafrans, especially because we were looking forward to the 2nd December, you know, 2024 redeclaration of the sovereign United States of Biafra. Of course, everybody thought it wasn't going to be. Everybody thought it was the end. They thought it was the end for Biafra. They thought it was the end for the United States of Biafra. You know, but hey, come on. The breaking news was that it wasn't the end. Everybody was shocked. The Nigerian government was shocked to the bones. They had thought that calling for the extradition, complete extradition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa down to Nigeria, saying that the Finnish authorities should, deal with him, should, make sure he suffers for everything he has done and for what they thought he was. They accused him of doing. They thought it was the end for Simon Ekpa Njoko, our able prime minister. But of course, they were highly mistaken because, of course, unknown to them, the baton has already changed hands. Yes, the able prime minister is not somebody you take unawares, as if he knew what was going to happen to him. He had already changed plans. That was a plan B. He had already appointed Dr. Ngozi Rabueze, to hold in brief, to hold in lieu if anything happened to him. And so as soon as he was arrested, why the the clamor, yes, the uproar and all the shouting for his trial and extradition down to Nigeria was taken all over the waves. Our able deputy prime minister boldly, boldly, and courageously, intelligently, redeclared uh, the sovereign United States of Biafra, 2nd December 2024. And ever since then, she has not left any stone unturned. She has been busy. She hit the ground running, making sure that there was no dull moment, making sure that, the United States of Biafra, the redeclared United States of Biafra, did not suffer any dull moment, did not suffer any any sort of um, undoing because Simon Ekpa had been arrested and taken off the stage. No, uh, our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, quickly and courageously, boldly, and intelligently, you know, redeclared the United States of Biafra in the same Finland, in Latin Finland, and announced all the states that will form the 40 states, with their capitals at the same time. And ever since then, the United States of Biafra has become an entity, a sovereign national entity, to the chagrin, to the to the to the shame of the negative, sayers, the naysayers, those who hated Biafra for nothing other than pathological hatred, people who didn't want Biafra to succeed, people who didn't want the Igbo man to give a sigh of relief. Yes. So we're happy that the United States of Biafra has been redeclared and is now a sovereign national, you know, entity. And of course, a lot of countries, a lot of international powers, a lot of people have been, signaling you know, signaling their intention, of course, to recognize the the country, the newly declared country, you know, immediately. So we're happy, ladies and gentlemen, that nothing has torpedoed the ambition of the Biafrans to have their own legitimate sovereign national entity. Yeah, but that's not the topic of today. Our topic of today is that our maximum leader, you know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has continued to show that look is not deterred by the fact that he's still being held in the DSS dungeon. Is not discouraged at all because he cannot see, daylight. He's not afraid to be under the custody of the so-called Nigerian government, under the DSS dungeon. No, but he has continued now to say, listen, my agitation will continue. You think you have arrested Simon Ekpa. You think you have locked him. You think you will not hear anybody talk of Biafra again? No, there must be a voice at every point in time. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in the news in recent times. Yes, in the first instance, he quickly defended his rights, legitimate rights, fundamental human rights in the hands of a former aide to President Mohamed Buhari, the ex-wife president of this country, before the Jagaban took over. That aide had come out about 3 days ago. Bashir Ahmed is his name, came out and was telling the whole world that anybody who respected Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, anybody who was calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was a traitor, was a big-time enemy of Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a traitor. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an insurgent. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and his IPOB, have been proscribed as militant groups and as, they are nothing but insurgents, and they should not ever enjoy any freedom. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was he found the language highly deplorable, highly defamatory, and he has challenged taking the man to court to insist that his fundamental human rights should be upheld and that Bashir Ahmed should be brought to book for dare to insult, a personality like the maximum leader of the, the IPOP group, the leader, the indigenous people of Biafra. That was a complete misnomer. As Nnamdi Kanu said, enough was enough. I'm not going to take this. I took the rubbish from PMB because he was a president who enjoyed immunity. I will not take it from an ordinary aide like Bashir Ahmed to come spooking his fingers into my eyes and making, loud and irresponsible comments and declarations about my character. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has warned, and he has taken him to an Enugu State High Court. Today, again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm highlighting another very another very bold move by none other than the same Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our maximum leader. Yes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has, charged his lawyers, led by his led counsel, Aloysius Ejimako, Aloy Ejimako, Barrister Aloy Ejimako, charged them to please Please release the full names of the coup plotters of 1966. Yes, I want the full names of all the characters of the people, the military people who spearheaded, the coup plot of 1966. Because every time people have been saying, the government have been saying, Nigeria have been saying, every time they say the 1966 coup was an Igbo coup, was spearheaded by the Igbos, was an Igbo coup, and that was what the Igbos wanted to use, to torpedo the government of Tafa Balewa at that time, and that the Igbos wanted to use it to override Nigeria and pursue their selfish interest. Yes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has charged his lawyers, please, I want you to do me a favor. Can you research, get out the names, publish all the names of the coup plotters of 1966? Let us see if indeed, the coup plotters were dominantly Igbo people. Can we please get those things publicized? Publish it for me. Yes, let the whole world know. Let the whole world know. Let Nigerians know. Let international communities know why everybody and every time Nigerian government, especially the Northerners, will come and say the Igbos are a very dangerous group. They were the ones who orchestrated the 1966 coup, and because of that, they started, deleting our people, hurting them, killing them, and trying to, completely wipe them out of, Nigeria. Yes, he said, let us know, publish these names. I want to know. I want to know who they are. I want to know who these characters are. Let us, for the first time, make it public. Public, yes. They don't teach history anymore. But, my dear lawyers, make it public. Let the whole world know who are the brains behind the 1966 coup. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, the topic of today is who are the names, who are the people behind the 1966 coup? That is what our maximum leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has charged his lawyers to please avail the whole Nigeria, avail the whole world of this uh, very, very important uh, information. Who are the coup plotters? Why is it called an Igbo coup? Let us know why. So that is what it's, the basis and, you know, the, the complete reason for this audio this morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're healthy and strong. Hope once again that Donald Trump's inauguration has met you well. And we hope for good things to come. We hope that the whole world will be sanitized this time. We hope that everything will become not just business as usual. We are hoping that United States of Biafra will be taken to greater heights this time under the able leadership of our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Oravweze. We're equally hoping that now that Donald Trump has come in, this man is a man who is a freedom lover, a man who hates injustice, a man who believes that at every point in time, injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. And so we are highly excited. We are believing that soon matters surrounding the United States of Biafra, matters surrounding the incarceration of our maximum leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and of course, our able prime minister who is being held in Finland will be brought to the fore. Yes, by President Donald Trump. Yes. But let's get into the basics now. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's go into this audio right now. You're welcome, sirs. So, ladies and gentlemen, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has asked his lawyers to take legal action against anybody who refers to the 1966 coup as an Igbo coup. Yes. Take a legal action. Why would they say the 1966 coup is an Igbo coup? Why? Let us publish all the names. Get to all the names, all the characters involved. Let us see how it is. Indeed, it is an Igbo coup. Yes. Mhm. The agitator disclosed this during his routine meeting with his legal team, led by Special Counsel Aloy Jumako, at the facility of the Department of State Services, DSS, in Abuja. Kano described the coup as unnecessary stressing that only 2 Igbos were involved. Yes, speaking via his ex-handle, yes, Aloy Ejimako lamented that unjustifiable hatred was the reason Kanu remains in detention. He wrote, at today's visitation with Mazi hashtag Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he instructed us as his team of lawyers to take vigorous legal action against any person or entity that henceforth refers to the unnecessary 1966 coup as an Igbo coup. Yes, the full list of the 1966 coup plotters and their ethnicities are as follows. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told his lawyers, you know, to, to publish the names of those who are the coup 1960s coup plotters. And when you do that, if you now see that this coup is indeed not masterminded by Igbos, because there were just 2 Igbo men, 2 Igbo people, in this coup, if and they still call it an Igbo coup. Any person who henceforth calls the 1966 coup as an Igbo coup should be taken to court. Yes, should be taken to court. Yes, and legal action should be taken against such people or entities. Yes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't know, let us have the names. Let me read out the names of the principal characters who spearheaded, yes, the uh, 1966 coup in this country. I'm sure a lot of us don't know this. I'm sure a lot of us is the first time we'll be hearing this. But hey, of course, the Biafra superstar media, like we keep saying, we call a spade, not an agricultural instrument. Say the way it is, we don't hold it back because we know that history is beckoning. History is beckoning, and history will vindicate the just. We know that whatever has been happening to the people of Biafra, you know, is wickedness born out of sheer pathological hatred for the Igbos. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the names of the 1966 coup plotters, the full list of the 1966 coup plotters and their ethnicities, you know, as follows. 1. Major Chukuma Nzogo. Major Chukuma Nzogo is of Igbo extraction. 2. Major Adewale Ademoyega. Major Adewale Ademoyega is a Yoruba man. 3. Major E. Ifejuna. Major E. Ifejuna is an Igbo man. Number 4. Captain G. Adeleke. Captain G. Adeleke is a Yoruba man. Number 5. Captain Gibson Jallo. Captain Gibson Jallo is of the Middle Belt, is a Bali man. From Bali, is a Middle Belter. Yes. Number 6. Captain Swanton. Captain Swanton is of the Middle Belt. Number 7. Lieutenant Fola Oyewole. Lieutenant Fola Oyewole is of a Yoruba extraction. Lieutenant Aro Egbiko. Lieutenant Aro Egbiko is from Essa. Essa is in Edo State. Number 9. Lieutenant T. Katsina. Lieutenant T. Katsina is of Hausa Fulani origin. Number 10. Lieutenant O. Olafemiyon. Lieutenant O. Olafemiyon is of Yoruba extraction. Number 11. Lieutenant Hope Egaga. Lieutenant Hope Egaga is from Urobo extraction. 12. Lieutenant Dag Waribo. Lieutenant Dag Waribo is from Ijaw extraction. 13. Second Lieutenant Saleh Dambo. Second Lieutenant Saleh Dambo is of Hausa extraction. 14. Second Lieutenant John Atom Pera. Second Lieutenant John Atom Pera is from TV extraction. So out of 14 coup plotters, only 2 were Igbo. Only 2 were Igbo. And so, why Igbo traducers and Igbophobic falsifiers of history tagged it Igbo coup, only God knows. Yes, such unfounded and unjustifiable hatred is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in detention without trial. Being the quintessential leader that he is, he doesn't want any Igbo person to go through what he has experienced at the hands of the judiciary in Nigeria. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, here you have it. Out of 14 coup plotters of 1966, only 2 were Igbos. Only 2. Meanwhile, you know, the Igbo traducers and the Igbophobic falsifiers of history tagged it Igbo coup. They tagged it an Igbo coup because of wickedness of heart, because of pathological hatred for the Igbo, because of shame and jealousy, because the Igbos, are a race that does well, no matter under what circumstances they find themselves. So you can imagine, that this is why our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our Mazimon leader, has said, look, my lawyers, take anyone to court, charge them to court. Anyone who still says the 1966 coup is an Igbo coup, charge them to court. Let them suffer terribly because of such injustice to the Igbo. Why do you call a coup spearheaded by 14 military senior ranking officers and only 2 Igbos, and you still call it Igbo coup? That is a misnomer. That is totally unacceptable. It is exactly like giving a dog a bad name just to maim it or just to kill it. Enough is enough. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, enough is enough. We cannot continue to suffer unnecessary, unjustifiable injustice. We cannot continue to, be hated unjustifiably because we are Igbos, just because we are Igbos. No, enough is enough. This cannot happen again. And so he has said it here, and he means it now, that look, my lawyers, take whoever, either individuals or as a group, who keeps calling the 1966 coup an Igbo coup, who keeps saying that is where the Biafran showed they were, selfish people, wicked people. That is where they showed they wanted to, take over Nigeria. They wanted to, do everything possible to malign Nigeria and to overtake Nigeria selfishly. You can imagine why the Igbo man is suffering. You can imagine why the Biafrans are suffering unjustifiably. So, my fellow Biafrans, you can see for yourself. They have told the historians to hide this information. They have they have stopped teaching our children in history in schools because they don't want them to find out these facts. Everybody assumes, everybody really believes that the 1966 coup was led by Igbos. Igbos who were not satisfied with the positions they had in the military, Igbos who were not satisfied with the position they had in the polity, Igbos who were politicians who felt that was the only way, that coup was the way to take over Nigeria. Now, through the efforts, through the instigation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he has told his lawyers, bring out that name, publish that name, let Nigerians, let the whole world know for the first time who the 14 coup plotters are. And that is what we have seen here. Ladies and gentlemen, the names here are only 2 Igbo men, out of 14. Maybe I should just make a final one more mention of these names. The characters, the individuals the full list of the 1960 coup plotters and the ethnicities are as follows. 1. Major Chukuma Nzogo. Major Chukuma Nzogo is of Igbo extraction. 2. Major Adewale Ademoyiga. Major Adewale Ademoyiga is a Yoruba man. Major E. Ifejuna. Major E. Ifejuna is an Igbo man. 4. Captain G. Adeleke. Captain G. Adeleke is a Yoruba man. Captain Gibson Jallo. Captain Gibson Jallo is Bale. Number 6, Captain Swanton. Captain Swanton. Captain Swanton is from Middlebelt. 7, Lieutenant Fola Oyewole. Fola Oyewole is a Yoruba man. Lieutenant Aro Egbiko. Lieutenant Aro Egbiko is from Esan. Esan is a Edo State. Number 9, Lieutenant T. Kassina. Lieutenant T. Kassina. Lieutenant T. Kassina is a Hausa Fulani man. Number 10, Lieutenant O. Olafemiyo. Lieutenant O. Olafemiyo is a Yoruba man. Lieutenant Hope Egaga. Lieutenant Hope Egaga is Urobo. 12, Lieutenant Dag Waribo. Lieutenant Dag Daribo is an Ijaw man. 13, Lieutenant Saleh Dambo. Lieutenant Saleh Dambo is a Hausa man. 14. Last but not the least. Yeah, Second Lieutenant John Atombera. Second Lieutenant John, yes, Lieutenant John Atombera is a TV man. So out of 14, only 2 were Igbos. So our Mazemon leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is asking why Igbo traducers and Igbophobic falsifiers of history tagged it Igbo coup. Only God knows. Such unfounded and unjustifiable hatred is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in detention without trial. Being the quintessential leader that he is, he doesn't want any Igbo person to go through what he has experienced at the hands of the judiciary in Nigeria. So, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Biafrans, brace up. A lot of news will be coming from Biafra land. I've told you we're not sleeping. Told you you will be kept abreast of what is happening, back to back. Every other day now, we will highlight what is happening in Biafra land. They cannot zip our mouth. They cannot zip us up. They cannot intimidate us. Holding our 2 prominent men, one in Nigeria, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the other in Finland, in Gaulage, in detention, will not deter Biafrans, will not stop, will not hamper, will not in any way demotivate, the full achievement of the sovereign United States of Biafra. That's where it is. That's where we're headed. Forward ever, backward never. Yes, we are there. We are almost there. Yes, Donald Trump is in. A lot of world leaders, have heard him, and he has recognized the United States of Biafra. He invited our Deputy Prime Minister to witness his inauguration. Yes, what else do you want? We have started, and it's a bold step in the right direction. We are moving forward, forward. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Rabweye. She's doing well. We are with her. Please, madam, know that we are with you all the way. Don't mind the naysayers. Don't mind the enemies of, the people. Yes, EOPs, enemies of the people. Don't mind the pull him down and pull her down. People we have even amongst us in Biafra. Yeah, don't mind those who are claiming to be self-appointed deputy prime ministers and prime ministers of Biafra. We know who our leaders are, and you are the deputy prime minister of the United States. Yes, redeclared sovereign United States of Biafra. We are with you all the way, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. God bless you and continue to empower you, strengthen you, and protect you while you lead Biafra to the promised land, while you lead the United States of Biafra to the promised land, while you lead the redeclared sovereign United States of Biafra to the promised land. God bless Biafra land. God bless every peaceful, loving Biafran. God bless our Mazemon leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God bless our Prime Minister, able Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Give them strength, give them good health, even though they're undergoing a torturous detention at the hands of different authorities now, either in Finland or in Nigeria. But we know victory is coming. We know victory is ours. God bless every Biafran. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you all.
Yeah, check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Logan. But let me turn Lord Logan. And it's why Flora show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation. Ever since annihilation. Nepotism is nonsense. You and you clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Oduduwa, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.